Hey y'all, it's Addy Ford, your host of the Cowgirl Closet podcast, and welcome back to another episode. The Cowgirl Closet podcast is a worldwide ranch production brought to you in part by AB Lino. We could not do this episode without them because they let us film in their beautiful custom clothing boutique. Today's episode is really exciting because I get to sit down with Miss Kaylie Cheyenne. She is the digital content coordinator at Cowboys Indians Magazine, and she graduated from Tarleton State University with her degree in ag communications. I met her not too long ago, and she is so talented and works so hard in everything she does. So I can't wait for y'all to hear a little bit more about her and her story. Kaylie, welcome to the Cowgirl Closet podcast.
I'm happy to be here.
I know, I'm so happy. So we met a while back, and I know that we mentioned this, so today's a big day. I'm really excited to have you.
I know, I'm glad I finally got to come with all the busy schedule and whatnot.
Yeah. So, Kaylie, you are the digital content coordinator at Cowboys Indians Magazine. Mm-hmm. You are a Tarleton State graduate and someone who has spent her whole life connected to the horse world. So, let's start with your story. What inspired you to go into ag communications at Tarleton?
So, my entire life, I grew up with horses, and I was introduced to FFA when I got into high school. My ag teacher was a big inspiration to me. I wanted to do that for other kids. I didn't have, the nicest childhood growing up, but wanted to be that mentor. So I got accepted into actually North Carolina State University. I got a full scholarship to go there to teach or to learn how to teach agriculture education. Cue COVID happening. And
so 2020.
Yep. So there were obviously no jobs whatsoever. And I was like, well, oh no. So I moved back home to Texas, and my dad was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. And I was modeling on the side, and there was this photographer, Brianna Tucker, if you're familiar, and she had went to Tarleton, and she was telling me about her degree and how much she loved it and everything it included. And she literally was the person who inspired me to go to Tarleton and get my ag communications degree.
Well, wait, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. So you moved, well, when was your first year in college? Was it 2020 or no?
No. So my 2017 would have been my first year.
Okay, so how long I'm all over the place. Did you grow up in Texas?
Yes. My dad was in the military.
That's what I thought.
So
okay.
Moved around a lot.
Perfect. I'm back on track now. So you moved in 2017.
I went to high school in North Carolina. Yeah.
Okay. See that? I did not know.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I went to a new school every year of my life, but high school.
Okay. See, that's why I was having trouble keeping up.
Yeah.
Amazing. So then you moved back here in
2020.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, welcome back to Texas. We missed you.
I know. Good to be home.
Okay. So you mentioned that you grew up with horses, showing horses. How did that lifestyle shape who you are and how you see the Western world today?
I firmly believe there is something about growing up with it. It's just kind of your everyday thing. It's hard not to appreciate it because that's what your life is. You were brought up into it. I have a firm respect of people who didn't grow up into it, who have an appreciation because they have no idea what it took.
Right.
Or what that daily expectation was. If you didn't do your chores, animals died.
Yeah.
And that's just is what it is. And so it's a whole different, concept of, the average childhood versus the Western or agriculture childhood.
Yeah. No, I get that 100%. So you also mentioned something kind of about content creation. Mm-hmm. What pulled you toward content creation and storytelling in this space? Did you start that in 2020 whenever COVID happened, or?
So there was a run-on joke that I was considered a half-ass influencer.
Okay.
And so what that became was I've been every size in the book. Mm-hmm. And there wasn't a lot of good clothing options or styles for women who were on the larger side. And I was always a pretty confident girl.
You should be. You're gorgeous.
Thank you. You're gorgeous.
Thanks.
But it just if you didn't like me or you weren't into me, it was never my motive to go out and manhunt and stuff like that. But right. I always everyone wants to feel pretty. And so that's kind of what it started, was just me dressing how I wanted to dress. And it kind of spurred on from there. Whereas women would get super excited seeing somebody that was similar to their size.
Yeah.
Not wearing the cold shoulder tops and, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that was kind of what really spurred it on.
Yeah.
And just kind of grew from there. So.
Okay. Well, I can say right now I'm very inspired by, how you portray yourself and you take on the world, and you can tell that you don't care what other people think because of how confident you actually are. So I love that.
Thank you.
Oh, so you stepped into such a major role this year at Cowboys and Indians as a digital content creator or coordinator. My bad. What does your day-to-day look like?
So it honestly is all over the place. Each day is different. No day is the same. So what my job entails is running social media, planning the social media, getting the social media, dealing with influencers, content creators. I really am a jack of many trades in this position because I do a little bit of just about everything, but I love it. I wouldn't change anything about it.
Well, that's amazing. So kind of taking a step in that direction, but changing it just a little bit. What type of content do we expect to see during the NFR this year?
Oh, we're going to see a lot of fashion forward content.
I'm so excited.
As we all ready for. We're ready to see the outfits.
Yep.
But we're also introducing more rodeo inspired content as well. So, PRCA and Cowboy Channel, they do such a good job and such a huge job with getting that content that, we kind of felt inspired with that as well. But we're diving deeper into it than just, each night's runs, wins, and we're going more about it from a story perspective. So, each competitor's story, what does that look like? What got them here? Derek Begay, he's got an amazing story. He, quite literally started from the bottom and now he's here.
Yeah.
And so it's so inspiring, and we just kind of want to dive deeper into that and see how that comes out.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to, turn out amazing, and I'm so excited to see everything that y'all put out there. But now that we're on this NFR topic, earlier before we started this, whenever you first came in, we did touch a little bit about the NFR because I was talking to you about what to expect, and you gave me some really good advice that you said that you kind of wanted to share to everyone listening. So do you want to kind of take over?
Absolutely. So there are so many unbelievable free events going on during the NFR, on the strip, off the strip. If you are balling on a budget, look for those events. There are so many companies that will post, their free events or free events that are going on in the hotels. So I recommend going to them because a lot of them have free drinks, free food. The strip is very expensive and can be very expensive. So if this is your first experience, I recommend doing a little bit of research about what events, you can afford to go to.
Yeah.
In addition to that, South Point is an excellent stop. I think everybody should go to South Point.
Okay.
I'll
make a mental note.
Yeah, they are owned by an amazing family. They are not part of the corporate strip by any means, and they treat everybody just right. And they also have a lot of events going on as well that I recommend checking out.
Yeah. Do you have any advice maybe for the fashion side of things? I know we've touched on this in other episodes too, but there's a bunch of outfit changes, and some girls don't know, what to wear when, or even is it appropriate to wear heels during the day, or I don't know. What is your advice on how to dress and when to dress a certain way?
So Shelby Mayfield said it best, and I actually took a piece of this advice myself, which was do not let NFR be the first time you wear heels.
Yep. I
have done that. Terrible mistake. Don't do it.
I've actually been trying to train my feet because of what she said.
You have to. I think one of the things that is kind of a misconception is the day outfits. You want to be cute, yes, but when you're going to Cowboy Christmas and you're actually shopping, there's not really a lot of outfit stuff going on. There's some places that have the backdrops or the cameras and stuff like that. Dress cute, but be comfortable because you will be on your feet. Do a casual outfit with sneakers or your most comfy boots.
Yep.
Don't go baller during the day because it will wreck your feet. It hurts.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that advice.
Absolutely.
I will be taking a note on that. How do you balance keeping the heritage of Western culture alive while also keeping things modern and fresh?
So that was something that was brought into not only my upbringing, but also into my degree as well. I had the luxury and the privilege of not only being, a rodeo kid, but also an ag kid. I was obsessed with agriculture as much as I was, the rodeo Western lifestyle.
Yeah.
And when, you're in agriculture, you're in FFA, one of the first things that they teach you is the creed, which is I believe in the future of agriculture. And that is something that has stuck with me for well over a decade now. Same with Western. I think the best way to preserve the future is by keeping the history and by modernizing that, you bring in new traditions and new things. Breakaway roping wasn't a thing until a few years ago. Like it just got super popular. And that's amazing because we now have a new women's event in the rodeo and add breakaway. And with agriculture, it's taking a stance. It really is because it's the traditional ways that work the best on that. But you have to move forward to be considered. And if you don't, then that's when you fall behind.
Right.
But I do firmly believe that preserving the history brightens the future.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to write that in my notes because that was very inspiring. that one
I
touched
feel like
me.
I mumbled.
No, you're good.
Word vomit.
So now I'm going to kind of go to your content creation and your social media and stuff. So obviously you have such a creative, strong eye. What inspired you to start posting more consistently in the Western lifestyle space? Has that always been something that you've enjoyed doing, or did that come with the Cowboys and Indians job, maybe moving to Tarleton?
Believe it or not, what really inspired it was I got hired to be a contract worker with Rock and Roll Denim to go to NFR.
Okay.
And when they do that, they treat you very well.
Yep.
And I got to wear their clothes. And so that's kind
win-win.
of, that's really what inspired it as far as the Western stuff goes. And then it just kind of escalated from there because, I started working for elevated brands such as Luke Casey's and just really kind of blew up from that.
Yeah.
But that really was the start of it all.
Yeah, that's awesome. And honestly, that's just interesting to me because you grew up in the Western lifestyle. I really didn't know if you had always posted stuff like this or if that, came about with your older age. So
no,
I'm not calling you old. That sounded
I'm 28.
Are you
Careful
actually?
now. Careful.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'm 28.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were 26. Oh.
But thank you.
Yeah.
As my dad say, you're approaching 30. And I'm like, approaching, not there yet.
Approaching, not there yet.
Still in my 20s.
Okay, anyways, look at us getting off topic all the time. So you work across photography, videography, writing, and digital strategy. How do you decide what creative direction to go in when you start a project?
It honestly is just the stories that inspire me. I've been way more creative digitally. It actually, partially, 3 things got me into writing. One was my ag professor, Dr. Andrew, shout out.
Shout out.
She said something in one of my classes that I won't forget, which was, the question was, are you a writer? Raise your hand if you're a writer. No one raised their hands.
I'm like,
and she's like,
I think I could be.
She was like, do you text? And we're all like, oh yeah, we all text. And she's like, then you're a writer. And I was like, interesting.
That is interesting.
And we all had to take, I believe it was an APA format class.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew what that meant until my senior year of college, and it really was not good.
I don't think it was MLA. I'm pretty sure it was APA.
It was the one that you don't learn in high school.
Yeah.
Because I had to write a paper and I was like,
yeah. Thank you, Dr. Andrew.
Thanks for my Texas Tech.
So
adult arts and crafts degree for that one.
We had adult. It's my dad calls ag communications cow whispering. When people are like, oh, what'd she get her degree in? He's like, cow whispering.
It's better than adult arts and crafts. My brother literally was like, Addy, you draw every day. I'm like, yeah. And I get to make stuff. It's adult arts and crafts.
And
do I know how to do algebra? A little bit. Not really. But
tragic.
Yeah. Anyways, that's that Texas Tech degree. We're getting on topic again.
No, you're fine. So that, and then when I worked for NCHA, when I was their intern, we had to write press releases. And so, they had me do that, which there was a template for it. And So that kind of inspired it. Then when I worked with Cowboys and Indians, the first piece I wrote, which is about to be published, make sure you get our January issue. It's got Billy Bob Thornton on the front.
Wait, that's so awesome. Yay.
It was about an art piece, actually. I had no business writing about art, by the way. No business. And one of my senior editors, she was like, oh, do you want to take a stab at it? Because she was kind of our art lady. Well, she is our art lady. And I sent her this piece that I just fell in love with. I thought it was so amazing. It spoke to me. Like, I was like, hey, you know, she's local. She does awesome work. Like, do we need some filler content? And she's like, well, do you want to take a crack at it? And I was like, I don't know nothing about art. And she's like, well, and she said, she's like, that's actually the best part. Cause she's like, now you can ask the questions that you would want the answers to. And I was like, valid. Okay.
Wait, yeah.
So I wrote my first piece on Western art. And
I bet you learned so much from that too.
You know, it was actually my first stab at it. And she was like, this is good. And she's like, I only have a few notes of stuff you need to fix. And most of it was just grammar. Cause
yeah, me too.
Terrible with grammar. My boss says I talk too fast.
I'm sure. You know, we all do, actually.
But yeah, so that was the starting piece of me actually starting to write now. But content creating is my favorite part. Yeah. There's nothing I won't go to get the angles. I'll get in the dirt. I'm on top of the fences.
Right.
I'll get on somebody's shoulders.
And that's how you know that you're good at what you do.
No, I'm committed.
You're dedicated?
No, I'm dedicated. I'm committed.
Okay, so what kind of stories or visuals feel most like you when it comes to writing or the content creation?
I would say Western aesthetic, like very cowboy, like, and it doesn't really match my Instagram, but when you're the person behind
I feel like
the camera,
does whenever I stalk you.
There's some in there that I'm just like, I'm obsessed with, but most of my outfits, the thing is when I'm in those moments, I'm the person behind the camera.
Yeah.
So no one's ever taking the shots of me. I'm taking the shots of them.
Yeah.
And so that's where like people kind of miss that about me just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
Like going to jackpots and stuff, I love getting that random.
I love going to jackpots.
Really good video or picture.
Yeah. So how has your creative confidence grown since you first started sharing your work? In all aspects of the things.
Oh, I think it's gotten worse, honestly, because
really?
No one's as hard on you as yourself.
100%.
And
that's a good thing though.
No. And I am confident enough to know I will stand out. Mm-hmm. Like you can put me in front of 100 people and I'll shine.
Yeah.
But that isn't to say I'm not humble enough to be like, okay, where did I mess up? Like what can be fixed? Because you can always do better. Mm-hmm. And I'm always striving for that. Like I don't believe in perfection, but I'm going to get close.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really good mindset to have regardless. Because, well, one, nobody's perfect. So in that case, nobody can create something that's absolutely perfect. But you can get as close as, you know, you're willing to. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There's always something new to learn and new stuff's coming out every day.
Absolutely. So on that note, one thing I love about your content is obviously your style. I mean, look at you. You look so good. How would you describe your personal Western style? I feel like we definitely have the same style. So let's hear it.
So I am cheap. And
honestly, me too. But
I'm so cheap. And I have had the luxury of working for brands where they give their employees an item when you've worked there for so long, or you get a really nice discount. With that being said, also, I am a insanely diehard secondhand or bargain shopper. Mm-hmm. I religiously shop the resale stores.
Yeah.
And I have found pieces you wouldn't believe for the prices that I have found.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it sparks, because I find like that one thing.
And you're like, I'm basing an outfit off of this.
Yeah, and then I go on Amazon and I'm like, okay, I just need this one white long sleeve to go with this, and then boom. And
I'm kind of that way too. Like I love a good staple piece, and I will base an outfit off of a staple piece.
I will. I found a Dakota West leather jacket at a Western resale store.
You know, there's one here. There's like a vintage Western. My mom sent it to me. I really need to go to it. That was off topic. Sorry.
No, I love it.
I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
We'll go.
I think
The
it's
problem
down here.
now, though, is with Western vintage is nowadays most people know what they have. And so they're jacking up the price as what it would be dang near brand new. And I have a hard time doing that.
Yeah.
Now, I've gotten lucky and blessed where my nanny was the original Western influencer.
That's amazing.
She has the like OG, like Ralph Lauren, equestrian, like 80s stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. She gave me one of the King Ranch's like first purses that they came out with a giant turquoise stud on it.
I would carry that all
Dust
the
bag
time.
and everything. Oh, I'm so excited to bring it to Vegas this year. It's so cute.
Yeah, I would be so excited. See, that's one thing I have not been good at is purses. I haven't even thought about that.
Ladies, if you need a good purse, I'm gonna give them I'm gonna give them a shout out. Ladies, if you need a good, weird, fun, simple purse,
I do.
Closet Mentor in Alliance, Texas, right next to the Plato's Closet.
Okay.
Purses galore.
And wait, what'd you say it was?
Purses galore. Closet Mentor. Oh no,
right
is it Closet
there,
Mentor? Right next to Plato's Closet in Alliance.
No, it is. Oh my goodness, I was just there and I got a really cute cheap purse for a basketball game.
Upscale? No.
No, but God, I love upscale too. I got 3.
Is it not a Closet Mentor? I really thought it was.
There might be one down there, but
Okay, so if you map to Plato's Closet in Alliance, no.
I'm thinking about Sam Moon's for purses.
Well, Sam Moon's next to it, but I'm talking that resale place that's right next to Plato's Closet.
So Plato's Closet's here, Sam Moon's is here. There's upscale. Okay.
Upscale, yeah.
I love upscale.
They have so many purses. You haven't found a purse?
No, but I don't look at the purses. I look at the clothes.
Girl,
there.
you gotta look at the purses.
I
found a solid white ostrich
no shot
purse for $20.
Okay, well,
real.
Their prices are really good, and their stuff like you don't see everywhere.
They're good for Western business too. If you need some good blouses, if you need blazers, they got blazers.
Yes. Anyways, okay, well, period. I'm glad that you go to Alliance because I love Alliance. Anyways.
So with that being said, my style is very much about what I can find and what is gifted to me. I've been very blessed with my nanny and also and my old work mom, Mama Gina. Anytime she does a closet clean out, I'm the first person she texts, and I just like nosedive in that stuff.
That's nice.
She supplied me this dress.
You walked in, I said, I love that dress.
It's Express.
Yeah, period. So on the note of talking about, your style and the pieces that you love the most, what are pieces or brands that feel most true to you and your style? Is there like a piece in your closet that you just love and can never get rid of?
Oh, there's a bunch of those. One is the Dakota West leather jacket that I found. Yeah. It was brown and black. I love very neutral tones. That one really spoke to me. Trying to think. I mean, the ostrich purse. She's sentimental. I will never get rid of her.
Yep.
I say, actually, she's not sentimental. I don't know why I said that, but the ostrich purse is one of my favorite items. I would also, actually, sentimental pieces. I never had a lot of turquoise jewelry. I still kind of don't have a lot.
Me either, and I really want to expand on that so bad.
So I have my very first piece of turquoise that I ever bought me, which was a Thunderbird ring from Turquoise Tuesday. It's a small, tiny piece of turquoise, but it's a Thunderbird.
Yeah.
And I wear it on my middle finger so I can give people a bird because it's funny.
Are you being so serious?
No, I mean deadass, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, full bird. Bird on a bird, yeah. And that was my first piece of turquoise that I ever bought. I will never get rid of it for that reason.
Yeah.
The other most valuable, in my opinion, sentimental piece are these earrings, actually.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
I'm obsessed with Wild Horse turquoise. It's not very popular. A lot of people don't super love it because it's not technically turquoise.
I love it.
A lot of people like the white buffalo too because it's black and white. But I love the brown and white. And my boyfriend he saw me gawking at these really. And he got them for me as
so sweet.
Just a sweet present. And they were this is actually the first piece of jewelry that was ever bought.
For you?
For me, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it's my nicest piece of jewelry too. So they're like my most sentimental pieces. I will never get rid of these.
Wait, that's actually so sweet. And that's a really good story.
He asked me to. He's like, well, if somebody offers you $5,000 off your ears, you better give them. I was like, I won't.
No.
He's like, babe, we could go get you another pair. He's
You're
like, we can get
no,
you
it's
5
not
pairs.
even
I was
like,
like, it's not about that.
it's about, the story behind it, and that he did it because he wanted to.
He did, no. There was no,
that makes my heart.
it wasn't like
That's so
Valentine's Day
sweet.
or my birthday or anything. He just did it because he wanted to.
And see that right there, he's a keeper.
Oh, 100%. He is my sweet boy.
Okay, so moving on, because good Lord, me and you could talk forever.
We could yap for days.
Yeah, we could. So, Kaylie, are there any trends that you're loving right now? Like, clothing-wise?
Cowhide.
Okay, me too.
I'm obsessed.
Do you expect to see a lot of that at the NFR this year?
Yeah, mostly because Shaylee actually, West Desperado, we did like a man on the street question during WESA actually, and it was, what are some trends that you love and stuff? And she was like, when people wear real like cowhide leather, or leather in general, because like she can't stand faux leathers.
Yeah.
And I think that's so valid.
Yeah.
And I think, cowhide is making like a comeback on items.
It definitely
with, like,
is.
Purse, like Coach came out with a cowhide purse.
Yep.
My videographer has it. It's gorgeous.
I
am
actually
big
haven't
all the time.
seen it, but I do want to see it now.
So beautiful.
I just love everything cowhide. It's so cute.
No, it's gorgeous.
Okay, so how do you blend this? This question's kind of hard.
Okay.
How do you blend classic Western pieces with modern touches to keep things fresh?
So, honestly, with that Western business fashion, I think if you have like a good pantsuit or a blazer,
I was about to say like a blazer. Oh my gosh, yes.
yeah. You throw that with like some big vintage turquoise. Yeah.
100%. Okay, well, I'm glad we can agree on that.
Oh yeah, 1,000. That wasn't even a hard question.
Yeah, and I'm looking for something like that to style for the NFR, honestly. Because I feel like I've seen that a lot in the past,
Well, it's so easy and it's so classy. Like
Classy, comfy, cute.
I love old Western money style right now. Like it is my bread and butter. I haven't totally nailed it for my body shape, but I'm working on it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm the same way whenever it comes to stuff like that. I could throw on something that I love and then something else, and I'm just like, that just does not look right on me. And it drives me up the wall.
Yeah. I will have men, you'll never understand the heartbreak.
The mental
of
breakdown.
Women having a full outfit planned in their head and they put it on
And it just does not work out.
and it doesn't work out.
I've had this, for the podcast, I used to really stress about what I'm going to wear. And like I told you today, I did not even put this on my body because if I brought it here and put it on whenever I got here, I couldn't
committed.
say no. Yep. Couldn't say no. And that keeps the tears away, the anger, keeps it all just away.
I did the same thing. I put 2 outfits in my bag and was like,
Whenever I get
one
there,
of these
I'll
is going to
choose.
have to work. Yeah, something's going to happen.
Well, hey, you nailed it because you look so cute.
You nailed it. You look really good.
Thanks. Can't wait for our pictures later.
I know.
So excited. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about your horse background. What is the most meaningful part of the show world for you?
So now I'm kind of in a limbo area where I don't have anything that I can show. My heart horse is retired.
Yeah.
He's about to turn 27.
Oh, well.
I know, sweet boy. And I've had him since I was 12. Like he is my heart horse, like this dead broke, sweetest thing. And when I went to college, I kind of had to say goodbye to that lifestyle due to some family issues. But I always kept him. I refused to get rid of him. I strived and I suffered to make sure I could have him.
Yeah.
And now I'm lucky enough to still be on the sidelines and be involved and cheer on my friends. My boyfriend's family is super involved in the cutting horse industry.
Yeah.
And so getting to kind of circle back and be involved in it again really warms my soul and kind of brings it back that I will make a comeback.
Yeah.
This economy, man. But my time's not here, but it will be. It's not over. And growing up in it, I was very fortunate.
Yeah.
So I'm taking that and holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
And refuse to let it go.
I almost just teared up then. Wow. So, Kaylie, what is one lesson you learned in the arena that you still use in your creative or professional life today?
Just be kind. You never know.
Yeah.
You just never know. Yeah, I never really asked for helping hands, but I was grateful enough to have people willing to show up for me when I needed it.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my turning point of, having the good head on my shoulders.
Yeah.
It's because someone did that for me. I want to do that for somebody else.
Right.
And when you're in the arena, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
Like some girl or gentleman could have just spent her last like $50 for an entry fee just to feel something.
Yeah.
And, you know, God forbid that she hits a barrel, they, you know, miss their steer, break the barrier, whatever, you know, that could be the end of the day for them. You don't know.
Yeah.
And so you never know what somebody's going through. This could be like they're out. And for a lot of people, it is.
I was going to say, for a lot of people.
For a lot of people, this, and, you know, they say, in my personal opinion, I've witnessed it, I think equine therapy is the best therapy.
Yeah.
Right next to shopping.
Wait, because you're so right.
I feel so much better when I buy things.
I know. I went to, on Friday, I went to Target, and I was so excited to go to Target. I think I spent over 2 hours there. Just retail therapy. You're so right on that.
Yeah, retail therapy is its own entity, man.
It really is.
And I bought stuff for my boyfriend and felt good. I went to the Yeti store and bought him like brand new Yeti stuff. And I was so excited. I was like, wow.
And it makes you feel good.
Look at these brand new bags. These are nice shopping bags.
You're so funny. Okay, so moving on, because honestly, that one like kind of hit home with me too. Mm-hmm. You really know how to drive a point home. Wow. Anyways, time to lighten the mood a little bit.
Public speaking in college.
I can tell. It really shows. Like, good Lord, you know, I'm a crier.
Aww.
And you could make me cry very easily.
Wait, no, I'm supposed to be known for being funny.
You are funny. I'm like, let's liven it back up. Anyways, no, you're doing great. So you have worked in sales, marketing, creative development, and content strategy. How have all those pieces shaped the way you approach your role today?
Oh, God. I still do them to this day.
Yeah.
I'd say the one I step back from is sales, just because we have a sales department.
Yeah.
But everything else, you know, I live and breathe networking. I love meeting new people.
Oh, girl, I know you do.
You never know, you know, that you just never know. And that's new business, new everything, new connections.
Yeah. And that's kind of how me and you met.
Well, it is. We did. Yeah. We networked. And my dad always said, he goes, networking is the opposite of not working.
Yeah.
And that's why you know what? I'll say this, aside from the boots, the best thing Luke Casey ever did for me was make me business cards.
Yeah.
Because that was actually how I got this job.
Really?
Was a business card. It was 2 years in the making, but that's how I started, was handing my business card and reaching out. Yeah.
And I mean, like, just by leaving it somewhere could do the littlest thing or smallest thing.
Hand them out like crazy, because you never know. You never know who's going to reach out to you.
No, and you really don't. So that's incredible. And I love like where you're at now. It makes me so happy. And I'm like, I know her. We're friends, actually. Okay, so what is one project or collaboration that has really stuck with you? One that you've done in the past? Anything? Maybe like your first big like breakaway collaboration, or just really anything.
My first collaboration. Like with work or just in general?
In general, just anything. It could be personally, it could be with work. Have you had like a dream collaboration that you just think about all the time still?
I don't know if it's a collaboration, but actually, you know what? A collaboration I do dream about is a turquoise collaboration.
Is that the one for the NFR?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's so exciting.
Waiting for the contract and stuff, but I'm so excited.
I would be too.
Because I've never worked with a turquoise company, like on a personal level.
Yeah.
I will say I've worked with doing photo shoots and stuff with the company and modeling too. I've worked with some expensive pieces. The most expensive piece that has ever been on my body was a $152,000 ring.
And I would have said, I don't trust myself.
I was like, scared. I'm being
like, so what would you do if I actually ran away right now?
I was like, it'll be cheaper to go to jail than to pay this. So if any of y'all drop it, I swear. Not joking.
No, because like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Like, I wonder if it like sold ever.
So it's
that's the kind of stuff I think about.
Given where it's located,
probably
very, very high economy. No,
interesting.
What's the word I'm looking for? Very high.
It sounded right to me.
High income rates?
Okay, I'm laughing at us.
No, high income rates. Is that the right one?
I understand what you're trying to say.
It's a very rich place to live.
Well, that is really cool that you get to do that, and that's fun, and that's something that, like, your average day-to-day person can't say that they've done before.
I'm very blessed with this job. I know people, like, say that, or they're like, yeah, I'm blessed. No, I'm very blessed with this job. Because I get to do everything I've ever wanted.
Okay, sorry, I was reading this.
No,
that's amazing. Got it. Okay. So, Kaylie, how did your time at NCHA, Rock and Roll Denim, or Lucchese impact the way you see the Western industry?
You know, they were all different and all kind of separate entities.
Yep.
I would say Rock and Roll got me in there with the fashion aspect. It wasn't that I was dressing bad. I just wasn't really dressing for me, if that makes sense. And you know, when you get new things and you see like, they're like, you know, you wouldn't normally wear this, but try it. That's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
And kind of opened my eyes a little bit. And same with Lucchese's. I would never have been brought into a elevated Western look had it not been for Lucchese's.
Yeah.
But that fashion wise was my turning point. Lucchese's really set me up for success on the elevated look.
Yeah.
NCHA set me up for success on my professionalism in the equestrian world. And I'm forever grateful for those, you know, friendships and connections I made. I actually went to the futurity the other day and saw some of my old coworkers, and I was like, thank you so much for this internship because I'm here now.
Yeah, look where I am now. Yeah, that's
and they
incredible.
were like, I'm so happy and proud of you.
Yeah.
So
on that note, what advice would you give someone who wants to work in the Western media or digital storytelling?
I think the best advice I can give is, especially like if you're in college, anything, email companies that don't even have a job listing asking if they're hiring or any opportunities. You'd be so surprised.
Yeah.
I also recommend, if you were able to, I know location wise, it's not available to everyone. If you love a brand, go work for them part-time.
Yep. I agree with that.
Go
100%.
work for them part-time, especially when you're in school.
Yep.
Go work for them. Seasonal. A lot of companies hire for seasonal workers.
Yeah, like Christmas and all the things.
Yeah. If you love that brand, go work for them. And you'll get, if not a discount, they usually give their employees some kind of items.
Yeah.
So that's what I would recommend. And when you're in college, if you go to college, it's not for everyone. I understand that. If you go to college, don't hyperfixate on just needing to work. I made that mistake for a long time. It wasn't until my senior year that I actually made friends and went to events.
Yeah.
Network like crazy, because those people could be the reason why you have a job later.
100%. Yeah. So before we wrap up, I just want to ask you a couple like fun, lighthearted, me and you moment questions. What does a perfect off day look like for you? If you even get off days, I feel like you work all the time.
Well, you know, technically I'm remote, so it's like, it's just kind of, and if you watch Emily in Paris, I do. I am her.
I think I've watched it 4 times all the way through.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm her too.
I'm her. I am always working, even when I'm not. When I'm on vacation, I'm working. When I'm traveling, I'm working. And it's just because I love my job, you know? So an off day for me is really because I have an event that I can't be on my phone.
Yeah.
So because even when I'm writing, I'm making like reels or stories or a TikTok, you know, something. Yeah. So it's like, I'm always working, but I love it.
Yeah. So you just don't have a perfect off day because you don't need one.
I really don't.
Yeah.
If I were to have a perfect off day, it would be like an actual like vacation.
Yeah.
Like in Australia or something.
See, I was going to say like Italy.
Yeah, my boyfriend's dream place to travel to is Spain, which I thought was weird. I've never heard that one before.
I don't think I've heard that one too.
Yeah.
Or either.
Because he's like, what's yours? I was like, Australia.
Mine would be like the Amalfi Coast, I think. Ooh, that's a good one. Anyways, if you had unlimited time and resources, my bad, can't speak, for a dream creative project, what would you want to make? Does that make sense?
If I had unlimited funds and sponsors and everything, I would probably make like Western wedding dresses.
Oh my gosh. You just said the perfect thing, at least for me. That is just so cool.
I am super obsessed with the Western wedding industry.
Yeah. Do you think you'll get married soon? Off topic.
No.
Sorry. No. Boo.
We've been together for a year, but
true. Duh.
But I did actually make him look at it. Technically, it was an engagement ring.
Yeah.
But it fit my ring finger.
And you're like, looks pretty good.
It was this lab created diamond ring, but the diamonds were in the shape of like a squash blossom.
That's so cute.
Or the Millennium Falcon if you're a Star Wars nerd.
I'm not, so.
And I was like, babe, this is not me insinuating or pressuring you or anything, but can I please show you this? And he's like, what is it? And I showed it to him. I was like, it's a ring. And his response was, I mean, yeah, if you're into that. And I was like,
yeah.
Soul crush. Okay.
So kind of getting off topic here, kind of on topic, for like if you get married, do you want a Western wedding dress?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually the same designer that West Desperado used. Mm-hmm. I'm obsessed with her work. Yep. There's a dress that's very similar to what I would want, but I would make alterations, specifically. But yeah, it's very exciting. But I'm also obsessed with like traditionalism wedding dresses. Like I love buttons. Buttons down the back. I was
about to say, but all the way down.
I want all the way down. I love the buttons.
So cute. Even if they don't actually unbutton, they still look pretty. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on. If you could sit down with anyone in the Western fashion or media for a conversation, who would you choose and why? That's a really hard question.
Actually, so I have sat down with her and I would do it again, which is Kirby Schnorr.
Okay.
I am obsessed with her. Yep. She's a TV host and she, again, is one of those like really pretty people that is so nice. Mm-hmm. And
we talked about that earlier before we started this.
Yeah.
By the way, that's where that came from.
Pretty people who are nice.
They're just the best people.
You're like, give me a reason to hate you, but they don't. You're like, all right.
I'm laughing.
But she's so sweet and she'll give you like the most honest, heartfelt answers ever. Yeah. And she doesn't gatekeep, which I love about her. Does not gatekeep at all. Yeah. And I would sit down with her again.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. Interesting. All right. So to wrap things up, Kaylie, what do you hope to bring to Western media through your work and your voice?
I hope to bring the little voices up front. I think a lot of people forget about farmers and ranchers and what their day-to-day life looks like and
how hard they work. Too.
How hard they work, but also the family legacy that goes into it. Each of them have like a random story. Yeah. And I'd love to hear those stories. Yeah. Because sometimes they're really funny.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, so my grandmother actually ran over my grandpa. And it'll get weird or wild. And I love them. Yeah.
Okay. And lastly, what is something you hope listeners take away from your story today?
You don't have to spend a bunch of money to look good.
That's what you hope everyone takes away from this?
Yeah.
I agree.
Save your money.
Yeah, honestly. Go to reuse, recycle, restyle. That's going to be my new saying. Reuse, recycle, restyle.
Yep. Restyle. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I wore this 2 days ago and nobody has any idea.
I will say I'm not about the giant staple pieces. Mm-hmm. Like when my thing is, if you didn't take a picture in it, it didn't happen. So you can wear it again.
Exactly. Well, Kaylie, thank you so much for being here today. I had such a great time, per usual, talking to you. And I'm so happy that you got to come be a co-host on the Cowgirl Closet. Thank you for having me. I'm glad I finally got to come out here. Yeah, me too. Kaylie, once again, thank you so much. This has been an incredible episode of the Cowgirl Closet podcast. I enjoyed getting to sit down and hear your story in a little more detail. And I can't wait to see you at the NFR and also see all the cute outfits that you put together. So it has been a great episode. The Cowgirl Closet podcast is a Worldwide Ranch production brought to you in part by Addy Lino, who we could not have filmed this episode without them. Until next time, I'm your host, Addy Ford, and I will see you where the ranch meets the runway.